What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Math Bites. I'm your host, Oscar Vasquez. This is the show where we highlight people, projects, and local business from Pearsall and surrounding areas. Today we have Gabriela Martinez, owner of Studio B, also known as Bella. Last episode we interviewed her sister, who runs Studio A, and now we're here with Studio B. Both studios are in the same building. Studio A is downstairs and Studio B is upstairs. One is a hair studio and one is a dance studio. So Bella, we're super excited to be here, super honored to have us here with you to learn more. We're eager to understand and dive into your world of Studio B. So what does that consist of?
Thank you for having me.
Sure thing.
Well, here at Studio B, we do offer different variety of classes. Right now, I do Zumba, fitness, Zumba toning, and then I also do a separate class called B Choreography, and that class is, it kind of varies in styles every week. We'll do heels, rock, chair, hip hop, pro cheer, just kind of mix it up and just have fun with different styles. So, but yeah, we do those different classes right now. So.
What kind of people would be okay to come to that? Like a beginner or anybody or someone who's a little more in shape? Or
yeah, anybody. It's open for anybody of all levels. These classes are targeted more for the maybe about, I would say 16 and up. Mm-hmm. And then we do have classes that are for juniors or kids, and that's Zumba Kids and Zumba Junior. So those will be targeted more towards your kids, but these classes are for anybody wanting to come, male, female, all levels from beginner to pro. So it's pretty open for everybody, which is really cool.
Cool. How do you determine that, like the age groups?
Well, when you're getting certified for Zumba, they actually break it down for you. Mm-hmm. They'll kind of break it down between 4 to 6. There's even a class for toddlers. That one's really cool. Yeah, it's like a mommy and me class.
Wow, that's
I just got certified in that one last year. So I haven't been able to offer it just yet, but I'm planning to.
Wow.
And yeah, so
I can't imagine how that would work out. Like, how does that work?
It's really cool. Really, I get so excited because like they get to play with like little drums, and they'll have like noisemakers, and the kids get involved in it with their parents. So the mom actually has to do it with them. That's really cool. So
interesting. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to see. So before we go on with more about Studio B, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself? You are from Pearsall. Mm-hmm. You graduated from here in Pearsall High School. And then what happened? What did you do?
Well, I graduated here in 2011. And that's kind of when I decided I wanted to go into dancing. I did dance team for 3 years in high school. And I just wasn't ready to give it up yet. So after high school, I went to Texas State for a year. Got into their dance program, took a couple classes. I took ballet and jazz. And then I decided I wanted to come home. I'm a big family person, so I had to be closer to home. Mm-hmm. I came back to San Antonio and continued my dance degree at Northwest Vista. I graduated there in 2014. And while I was doing that, I was also a part of their rep program for 2 years. And that's more of a performance-based program. So I got to perform there at the college. And then I was doing arena football for 2 years while I was there as well.
Cool.
So I got to do different kind of genres and styles at the same time, which was really cool. So.
Awesome. That's pretty neat. So you could say that your career started before you graduated high school because you were on the dance team, the Mavericks, right?
Yeah, Mavericks.
So shout out to the Mavericks at Pearsall High School.
Once a Maverick, always a Maverick.
Yeah. That's cool. That's something I think the students right now can aspire to do, continue that career if they want to. So,
yeah. Well, growing up, it was a little difficult, especially being in a small town. Starting in high school in dance world is actually late. Most people usually start about 3 years old. And they get all their technique in. So me starting in high school I was already actually behind. So I had to learn a lot of things on my own. A lot of YouTube, which wasn't always right, but I tried my best. And I took some classes on the side. So you do have to get your technique in And so I did take ballet, jazz, modern, just to kind of get all of that in because I didn't have any of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, high school is pretty late for dance world. And then at that time, dance has really evolved over the years. There's more opportunities now than what there was, even though that wasn't too long ago, but when I was in high school, I would actually drive to Austin to take classes.
Wow, that's cool.
Now there's a lot more in San Antonio, but.
Yeah. So I'm
sorry, I just
no,
threw everything at you.
No, but I'm just curious now because the way you started speaking about it, it's almost like everything else, like education or sports. You hear Little League here being a big thing. Softball's a big thing too, and even like our football, there's Pee Wee football and Pee Wee basketball here in town. And it's the same thing. Like if the kid is going to grow up and want to pursue these sports and stuff, it's better for them to start early.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I guess I never thought about dance like that, but I don't know why. I guess I'm not interested in it.
Yeah.
But it still it's so cool. It's like everything else. Start them early, they get more in, and
and that's
opens
just
up opportunities.
Body wise too. You're not as flexible once you're in high school as you would be when you're 3 or 4 years old. Your body adapts to it a lot better at that age, and you learn a lot quicker than when your body's already pretty much half grown and you're trying to force it to do something it's not used to. So it takes a little bit more work at that age than starting at 3 and gradually getting better as you get older.
To build like muscle memory, right? Throughout the entire body. Wow. That is so interesting. So what did it take to transform this building into the dance studio that we're in now?
I believe it was more of like an apartment when we first came in here.
Okay.
That's why it's a little bit more homey. If you look at it, we've got a kitchen, the restroom was already here. This area was more of like a living room. And we just kind of pushed it a little bit more back that way that we can have a little bit more space. But I actually love that idea because, you think of it, you dance in your living room, you dance in your bedroom. So it's like people feel very comfortable in here because it feels real homey. So
cool. And this building was cut up into different things, right? So you're saying this top one was an apartment, but I guess your sister's was something else?
Actually, the downstairs was actually a dance studio at first.
Oh, okay.
I think she actually took classes here. I believe it was Delia Light at that time.
Oh, okay.
She did ballet classes downstairs. So it was actually a dance studio. And if you go down there, like the floor is still like that.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, there's like wooden floors and stuff. Yeah. Awesome. I think my wife took those classes.
Probably.
Ballet, yeah.
Probably. I think a lot of them did at that time. So
that's so cool. So before it was an apartment, what were some of the challenges and just that you've come across so far?
With
being opened as a dance studio here in town?
I think one of the biggest challenges for opening here in town is just, it's a small town. It's a small community. And dance isn't, when you think dance, a lot of people think ballet right off the bat, or I have to have dance knowledge or dance background to go do that. So I think the biggest challenge is just getting people to know that it's not just for someone who has dance background. Like getting people in here to just try it out and know that it's open for everybody is probably the only challenge that I've really run into, is telling people, hey, you can do it too. Like that's why we have our sign up there too.
Cool.
Yeah.
No judgment zone. Cool. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that sign means to you?
This sign?
Yeah.
As you can tell, I've got little notes as well on the mirrors. But that sign is just, I think growing up, even for myself, trying to tell myself I could do it, going to tryouts and being a part of different dance teams and stuff like that. It was always hard to prep myself to be like, you got it. Because there's so many other women in there, and you judge yourself off the bat, like, oh, I'm not like her. I don't look like her. My technique's not as great as her, So growing up personally, that was kind of something I lived by, just to kind of make sure I'm not judging myself and judging those around me. So when I thought of the dance studio, I want this to be a place where people come in here and just have fun. It's not me judging them or feeling like they have to be pros to be here. They can just, everybody is welcome. Everybody is here just to enjoy themselves. So I really want it to be a place where they feel safe and comfortable and just have fun. So, and it's big, bright, and pink, so people get to see that all the time.
Yeah, that's a cool sign.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then what would you say have been some of the most, like, the best success you've had, or like the most, what out of everything that's happened, what can you say is the highlight of being open as a dance studio?
There's a lot, but I think one of the biggest things that I notice during class, and I'll even yell it out to them sometimes, but just seeing them so engaged in class and having fun and laughing and really enjoying themselves dancing and just letting loose, and to see that in sync in here really like makes me happy and makes me feel a certain way about it, because I get to do that for them.
Yeah.
And I get to be a part of it. I get to watch it. I get to see it on a daily, and that just makes me happy.
Cool. And as far as your customer base, what would you say is your more popular age group?
It's a pretty wide range. We range from maybe about the age 17 to late 50s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's really not a specific age group. It's pretty wide. Like today we're doing, a little later today, we're actually holding another dance class. These are more pop-up adult dance classes, but from time to time we'll do teens and have choreographers come in. Brianna Reyes is actually coming in tonight, and this class is targeted more towards my teens. So it just kind of depends on what class we're offering, and they just kind of join in if they want to.
Wow.
Right.
So these people that you invite as guests, are they dance experts? Are they just also people that want to have done this before, and they're comfortable running a class, and they come in and you're featuring them?
Both. I like to do people that have grown up here too as well. It's kind of like my way of showing other people's, or having them show their own talents that they really don't get to do. So I've had multiple people, like Brianna Reyes has come in and taught. She grew up here. We actually went to Northwest Vista together and got our dance degree together.
Oh, okay.
Destiny Leal is also, she's a part of a dance company up in San Antonio, and she's from here as well. So she's come in here and taught a class. We've had other people from town come in and just, they enjoy dancing. I want to give them a place to come and show what they can do. Cool.
What advice can you give to those who are shy to come?
Oh, that's kind of a hard one. I just try to tell them, it's open, it's welcoming, it's for everyone. I want everyone to come in here and just enjoy themselves. Just giving them a place to let loose and do that is really what I try to encourage for everybody. And remind them that they don't have to have that dance background, that if they just enjoy moving and dancing it out, they're more than welcome to come in. So if you want to join a class,
I'll think about it.
We can have you here.
If it's a cumbia, maybe I have a chance.
Yeah. You might need a little bit of a hip movement in the salsa part, but we'll get you there.
So I guess you can think of dancing as a cardio-based type of workout, right? Because I don't know if people realize that.
Yeah.
But
dancing is a huge cardio-based exercise. It pretty much it works your whole body. Like I said, we do salsa, cumbia, reggaeton. You're working your legs, your arms, your torso, your chest, your back, so it really works everything. But yeah, a lot of people don't realize that off the bat.
Yeah. So how does your weekly schedule look like? Like, when do the classes take place?
Well, I'm also a kinder teacher.
Okay.
So I work throughout the day. But after that, majority of my classes are in the evening. During the school year, I do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. And during the summer, I do Monday through Thursday, and both morning and evening, and then Saturday in the morning. So summer's a little bit more
Open.
Yeah. I think I do about 7 to 8 classes in the summer. And then during the school year, I do maybe 3 or 4.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do you have planned for this year? Do you have anything coming up that, or not just this year, just in the future? How would you expand on what you have now?
I would love to eventually expand more, maybe a bigger place, and more classes, a variety of classes. As I mentioned earlier, I am certified in both Zumba Kids and Zumbini, so I would love to eventually offer those as well. And more of the adult classes. We used to do heels. We've done chair classes. We've done pro cheer classes. We've done K-pop classes. So I would like to be able to offer that throughout the whole year, but it's a little hard doing that and teaching my little ones at the same time. So if I could, I would love to get more instructors in here at some point. That way we could offer all those different genres and have different instructors in here as well. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess one of the things I think about is you're mentioning how if someone would like for this to be something that they pursue, they'd have to start early. Now they can start early because of something like this existing. You know, Studio B is an opportunity for potential, I mean, anybody, you know, for an opportunity to be opened up and continue, this down the road. Wow, that's neat. Other than that, is there anything you would like the community to know? Any message to the community of Pearsall as far as dancing goes, your passion for dancing?
I just would really like them to just know, I love what I do, and I love that I get to do it with them. My hometown, I grew up here. I get to see people that I grew up with, their kids, their grandparents, their families, so I would really like them to also know how thankful I am, starting here and having them trust me and come in and take my classes as well and be a part of it with me. Because without them, really, I wouldn't even be here. I need them to trust me and come into our classes and do it together for this to even continue. So, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Well, and I guess my favorite part about these interviews that we do here at Mad Bites is getting to know the person that is from Pearsall, the locals, and why they got into business and what they stand for and the business that they're running, and hopefully that this sparks more, more business is out there. There has to be more businesses out there. We got to make Pearsall bigger. We got to grow. And then also to highlight the business that we have now, and these things that didn't exist before, but now we do, well, now we have a dance studio, and that's, I guess we had it a long time ago, apparently, but it stopped, and that's sad. So I'm glad that someone local was able to bring it back. And now there's opportunity for the community to participate in that more. Yeah. So.
And I've seen a lot of growth in Pearsall, a lot of different opportunities and businesses that have come in. I mean, you guys as well doing this and showcasing all of them. It's amazing. I've seen little boutiques coming in now, nutrition places, gyms, and a lot of it is they're locally owned. And that's really cool to see everybody come back home and help the town out.
It really is, yeah. Well, that's all we have for today's episode. This has been another episode of Mad Bites. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify. Thanks.